Hello everyone. I'm trying to find something to discuss on my horizontal walk home from the store. And I'm trying to think of something that I feel adequate enough to discuss. And because I feel like teaching, not just talking about what's new. And if I know anything about the universe, that is, if it's on my heart, it's on somebody else's. So here we go. How to maintain your artistic integrity. Now let me tell you all of my weaknesses on this point so that the haters don't have nothing to chew on as I go forward in this. I do love money. It's hard to think of anyone who doesn't. And if I can make money off of my work, I will. All right? I'm not here to say I'm the most integral person there is, but I have overcome some obstacles and learned some lessons throughout my career. So, now with that, I'll just get off into my example. My name is Tommie Green. I'm a filmmaker, as you may or may not know. I've been on this website, YouTube, for a long time. Okay, this is not my first channel. When I did join YouTube, I went viral almost immediately. And by viral, I mean I amassed like 8 million views in the span of a year or two. So this is like, some of you probably weren't even born. 2006, 7, and also into 8 and 9 is when I started to do the Weezy Chronicles. The Weezy Chronicles is this parody I did for my company, Whitewood Entertainment, where I pretty much mocked Lil Wayne. Woo. Need to clean their fucking yard. Anyways, so the way that I did these Weezy Chronicles was I did 3 of them at one time, and I released them individually, and people loved them right away, and they immediately began to ask me for more. I know that you content creators can relate to this, and if you can't, then look, just keep trying out different things until you figure it out, because for me, it was always parodies. People love parodies, so if you haven't tried parodies, try that. Anyways, they began asking me for more, and I didn't want to do more. Never had I been asked for more of anything. So I was like, okay, I felt honored for real. So about a year later, I went and I did 3 more. It wasn't even a year later. And I put what I felt like was the same amount of effort into it. But because the dopamine hit is not the same the second time around, you can pretty much guess that people's reaction was, oh, it's not as good as the first. And I tell this story often because it's really a lesson that I learned. Is like, one way to keep your artistic integrity is to never let your audience tell you what to do. I don't know who needs to hear this again, but it's okay for your audience to give you suggestions as a man in his household, but the wife is not about to make the final decision. That's up to you. And let me tell you, if you are not happy with what you do, not only will you resent what you do, but you will resent your audience. And it's pretty much all downhill from there. So, I'm not like the addict type. I did do some really good numbers with the new episodes of the Weezy Chronicles, but for me, I was done. I just feel like God, when he give you a beautiful woman and then you play her for a bad bitch, it's like, bro, I'm not doing nothing else for you. You're ungrateful, man. All right, I guess that's the next thing, is be grateful. Be grateful for the fans that you have. Be grateful for the work that you did. And just show humility and gratitude for everything that you have now, because honestly, now is all that you have. And anyways, if you can't appreciate what you have now, you're probably not gonna appreciate shit. Let's get this dog a close-up. You want me to go viral, little pup? No? Okay. So like I was saying, you wanna know what ended up happening to me after I decided that I wasn't gonna do the Weezy Chronicles anymore? You guessed it, I got demonetized. Okay? Yeah. See, this is at a time, let's see which way I wanna go. Can't go this way. This is at a time where they changed from views to watch time. So, you know, the views just wasn't cutting it no more. Even though to this day I still get enough views to sustain a monetized channel. A lot of people would take that as an L, you know. But would I had rather been slaving away at what feels like what now is a job, making videos for an ungrateful audience, costing me my joy, my happiness, and you know what I'm saying, any motivation that I have to do this? Is it worth it? Is it worth $1? And let's not get all off into how deep this shit really can get. Like, people sell their soul for fame. People sell their soul for success. And at the end of the day, that's what you don't want to do. So, sure, I didn't have any money. Sure, I was demonetized. But you want to know what? I was happy and I was at peace with myself, because I knew that I could create whatever I wanted to create, whenever I wanted to create. And that gives me peace. I don't know about you, but if I'm having to do something that's not inspired and something that's, you know, being forced to me, even if it's for the money, and like I said at the beginning of this video, sometimes I do it for the money. I do videography. I do events that I necessarily sometimes don't want to do, but you know, there's a bigger picture of being able to use your services to help the community. And you know, I pride myself in that. But when it comes to like my creative work and Whitewood Entertainment, it's very important, or whatever company that you may be running, whatever entertainment company you may have, it's very important that you maintain artistic integrity and don't learn the hard way. All right, it's a nice day out and the dogs are like, they just want to get out. They're happy to be out. Yikes. So I hope y'all got something out of this, you know. And look, don't be too hard on yourself. All right, you got this.